tells me to stop. Feel things, feelings I feel around us. Try to fight it, but it's never enough. 'Cause my heart is certain it's more than a crush. 'Cause I'm frozen in motion, and my head tells me to stop, but my heart goes. 'Cause my heart goes. Tell them apart. It tells me to run, but I can't. But my heart goes. 'Cause my heart goes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to class. Oh, we have cardio and core today over the next 30 minutes. I do have my annoying coworker here who needs a lot of attention right now. But nonetheless, we're going to have a great workout, like I said, over the next 30 minutes. All you will need is, if you have one and would like to use one, a yoga mat. For our core-based, ab-based exercises. But it also comes in handy for our cardio-based exercises as well, because it creates a little bit of cushion for your feet, for your toes, etc. But yeah, don't have much else to explain. This little guy, my goodness. Hi, Nessa. I hope I pronounced your name right. But welcome to class again. Glad you're back. But let's get into the warm-up. Let's just keep it simple, get right into it. You guys will get to experience what the format today will look like. So go ahead, start marching, start jogging, whatever you'd like to do, whichever intensity you'd like to start with, to just get our muscles moving, to get our heart rate up, to get the blood flowing throughout the body. Nice. Again, marching or jogging, just starting the warm-up here. Sorry, now I can't remember what pronunciation I said first. Oh. Again, feel free to increase the intensity. Again, jogging in place or marching, we're just getting into the warm-up. Good work. I'm thinking I said Nisa first. Goodness, I'm so sorry. Awesome. All right, let's turn it into a little bit of side step here. So just starting out with that step touch first, and then we'll add in that butt kick. There we go. So pulling the heel, lifting the heel up to the glutes, and then adding in that upper body portion, squeezing the shoulder blades together, kind of opening up the arms nice and wide. Good work. Awesome. All right, a little bit of an intentional high knee this time. Whether you'd like to jog in place or march. Picking the knee up to about that hip level. Pumping the arms. Good. Again, you can march or jog, whatever your preference is. Good. Beautiful. All right, warming up the glutes and the hamstrings a little bit next. So with this one, it's that ski jumper exercise that we do as an exercise during our actual workout. But it's a good one to get into as a warm-up as well. So again, hinging at the hip bone, so that way the legs stay relatively stiff. Squeeze the glutes, raise the torso, and as you do so, swing the arms up and lift up the heels off the floor. Excellent. Just a few more here. Then we're gonna round out our warm-up with jumping jacks. So again, I wanna go through my 3 jumping jack options. The first one right here, the toe tap. This one's less impact, the lowest impact, and the kind of lesser intensity as well. But then that middle, that second option here, a little more dynamic of a step out, back together, step out, back together. Love this option as a low impact option because it still provides a little bit higher intensity and then just facilitates more movement as well. And then again, that highest level of jumping jack in that jumping form. Awesome. So keep it here for just a little bit longer. We're rounding out the warm-up, and then we're gonna get into our main workout. So for cardio and core today, we have a, go ahead, any other stretches you'd like to do, go ahead and do so now. But with the format for today, we have 3 exercises that we'll do twice through. And then we'll go on to a different pairing of exercises. But we'll do 2 cardio-related exercises that'll last 45 seconds in duration. So something a little bit longer, nothing too over the top, but we're trying to keep that heart rate elevated for a greater period of time. So again, 45 seconds, good for a good mix today. So 2 cardio exercises, then the third one will be our core exercise. So it won't be at the end of the workout, it's gonna be intermixed within our intervals. So we'll get to do the movements 2 times, then we'll have a full rest, and then we'll get to 3 other exercises for the next round. So, real brief here, our first series will be jumping jacks. Again, in any of those forms, low impact or the high impact. Butt kicks, whether it's marching or I always like to say that side to side, like we did for our warm-up, or jogging in place, and we'll do a plank. But we'll get into that as we get into our intervals. I hope you're ready to go. Let's have a good cardio and core class today. I'm gonna get that timer started. Let's work hard. So again, starting with those jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Again, here's that middle, that second option. Low impact, but more dynamic. Very good. Or like I said, feel free, if you prefer or if you are able to jump, feel free to do the standard jumping jacks. Nice. Now this whole time, try to maintain your pace. I always like to encourage people to try to go faster and make the most out of their workouts. But again, you know yourself. So if you need to slow things down, if you need to do something a little more low impact, choose the exercise, choose the approach for yourself. Excellent. Slight rest here, butt kickers. So again, that low impact option is more of that side step like we did with our warm-up, kicking or bringing the heels up to the glutes and squeezing the shoulder blades together for that upper arm, upper torso action. And again, more of that high impact is that jogging form where we are using our hamstrings to pull and lift the heels up to the glutes. Good, good. Again, maintain your pace for all 45 seconds. Nice job. 15 here, 15 more. So you'll see with this next interval for our core, which will be a plank, will be only 30 seconds in length. Something a little bit shorter so we can concentrate on that good core activation. So with your plank, choose how you want to approach your plank, either on your hands and toes, on your forearms and toes, or if needed, in that kneeling but extended arm position. Now, anytime we are doing our core exercises today, making sure that we are squeezing our stomach muscles together and taking that distance from the rib cage to the pelvis and squeezing it, compressing it together without rounding our back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job with that plank. Back to the jumping jacks. Back to the jumping jacks one more time through those 3 exercises. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. 45 seconds of your jumping jack choice. Nicely done. Feel free to mix up the arms like I'm doing here. Coming forward, reaching out to the side. Good work. Keep it going. Keep the pace. Keep the pace. Here we go. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax momentarily. Then we go back to those butt kickers. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Either side step with the arm and shoulder squeeze or jogging in place. I'm gonna stick here for myself in that jog in place format. That's it. Again, even though this is a cardio-based exercise, we can still try to be intentful at using our hamstrings to pull and lift that lower leg, the heel to the glute. There we go. Maximize the work that you're doing. Three, 2, 1. Down on the floor. Final plank. So again, hands and toes, forearms and toes, or kneeling as needed. I'm gonna go on my hands for a little bit more of that total body conditioning, or a little bit more in recruitment of the muscle fibers throughout those arms, shoulders, that upper torso. But I'm still concentrating on keeping my stomach engaged. Again, squeezing as if I'm getting kind of hit in that stomach abdomen area, and bracing. That's the key word, bracing that abdominal region. And time. 30 seconds is yours as we prepare for the next series. This one's going to include a little bit of some lateral movement side to side with our Heisman Shuffle. So that Heisman Shuffle can be done in 2 different ways. Low impact here is just more of a march. It's about 3 steps to the right, 3 steps to the left, as if you're stepping over hurdles or in and out of like car tires. Let's go. The higher impact option, more of that hop in the step, picking the knees up, still imagining that you're stepping in and out of those car tires or stepping over those imaginary hurdles. That's it. Try not to pause too long on your transition point at the end of your movement. Try to go from right to left pretty seamlessly. Good work. 4, 3, 2, to the floor. Or no, I'm sorry. One more cardio exercise, that ski jumper that we did with our warm-up. Again, legs stay relatively stiff. We hinge at the hip bone, squeeze the glutes, raise the arms, and then push the toes into the floor to lift the heels. Good. This one has a ton of emphasis on the glutes. Again, your glutes are the primary mover to raise the torso back to that standing position. So before you even think about jumping, if you will, in the ski jumper exercise, you want to squeeze the glutes and initiate that movement first. Good. Breathe as you come up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now down to the floor. This one's going to be a little bit more abdominal oriented, and we're going to use just one side for these first 30 seconds. Right arm, left leg meets together over top of that belly button. Yes. Now this is where that abdominal compression really comes into play, where you are squeezing those abs to pull your rib cage to your pelvis and lift those shoulder blades off the floor. So even though your hand is meeting your foot, try to think about reaching your shoulders up to your shoe. There you go. 2, 1, and stand up. Back through them again. We'll do that opposite side for that final exercise of this round. So to that Heisman shuffle, 3, 2, 1, good. Again, more of that marching pace and impact into the ground, or more of that jogging bounce on that toe, if you will. Yes, good work, good work. Keep the pace. Again, trying to go left to right as quick as soon as you can. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brief pause. How we feeling so far? We're doing good? Going into that ski jumper in 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. There you go. How's your pace? Are you staying consistent within these 45 seconds, or are you starting to slow down? Good, good. Keep pushing. Stay focused on that speed. Stay focused on your intensity. Yes, there you go. Three, 2, 1. Beautiful. Nice work. To the floor. To the floor. Now we're doing that other side. So for me, it'll be left arm up to that right leg. Again, if you followed exactly with me, you'll be doing the same. But if not, just make sure you do the opposite side. This 30 seconds. Squeeze, compress the abs. Four, 3, 2, 1, and that is it. Go ahead, stand up again, grab water over these 30 seconds. Your hips. I hope in a good way. Hope you're working hard and getting the most out of it. All right, next one. We're gonna move side to side again for our first cardio exercise in just a shuffle. Again, low impact versus high impact options. Low impact is gonna be more of a quick, low-footed step. You'll see me here. This is that low impact option. Or if you feel comfortable and would like to up the intensity, up that kind of bounce in the step, do that traditional shuffle. But both are good options. I do like to say with that lower impact one, try to maintain that good pace and good intentional speed. Good. And just make sure those arms are pumping. If you'd like to, you can do kind of that same, if you're in that low impact version, you can do that kind of shoulder blade squeeze like we did with the hamstrings. Awesome. All right, in place. Marching or jogging, up to you, but high knees. So if you are choosing to march, again, that intentional lift of those knees up, again, above, trying to get above the hip bone crease, that hip crease. Good. And again, trying to find that little bit quicker pace if you got it, whether you are jogging or if you are marching like I am. Keep it going, 25 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Now into another plank variety. This one I would highly suggest, if you can, doing this one on your hands. We're doing plank knee tucks. So holding that good plank and tucking that knee underneath the body. If you would prefer to do this on your forearms, go ahead and do so. You just might have to lift your hips up to the ceiling a little bit more to help bring the knee underneath your body. Alternatively, if you want to pick it up over these last 10 seconds here, more of that mountain climber format. Switching the legs simultaneously as your knee comes underneath the body. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Stand back up. We get to go through those one more time. Woo. Those mountain climbers definitely get me. Even for those 10 seconds, my goodness. 3, 2, into that shuffle again. Let's go. Getting low impact like I'm doing here. Trying to still push and get yourself across the room, across the floor that you're using. Great work, great work. Keep it up, keep it up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right. Back to those high knees. Whew, I'm starting to sweat a little bit too. How's everyone doing? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee or high knees. I almost said knee tucks. High knees, whether you're marching or whether you're jogging. Come on, let's go. That's it, that's it. Keep the pace, keep your pace. You can do this. Breathe, pump the arms, keep the legs moving. That's it, that's it. Don't let the knees get lower to the floor. Keep them elevated here over these next 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Whew. All right, back to those plank knee tucks. Final exercise of this series. 3, 2, 1. Core tight. Trying to keep that back flat as you bring the knee underneath the body. You'll notice as I do my repetitions, you'll notice my hip does kind of come up a little bit, but I do try to bring myself back to that good, straight plank position each time. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Well done, everyone. Well done. Awesome. Yes. Last round here. Last 3 exercises. We're going to lead it off with an exercise that I call step backs. So this one, there's nothing over the top with this. Just a athletic position. That upper torso lean forward, knees bent, and the hips back. We're going to reach one leg at a time, back, reaching the arms forward. Come back to that starting position and alternate. So this one is just a low impact exercise. So you get to decide the intensity, meaning your speed, your pace. So feel free to try to do more steps during these last 25 seconds. Or feel free to just keep it at that pace that you're comfortable with. All right, 20 more seconds, let's go. Reach that leg, reach the arms to the ceiling, engage the glute as you step back. 10, 9, nice. Awesome, awesome. All right, a fun one here. I call this one a medicine ball slam, but you don't need any equipment for this one. So just imagining you're holding a heavy ball and that shoulder width stance. We're gonna reach up, slam the ball to the floor, pick it back up, and slam again. Just this repetitive movement here. Again, trying to have some speed. And also, with that slam of those arms, that intention to throw that imaginary ball through the floor. Come on. Nice work, there it is. Come on, don't just drop the ball. Slam that ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, on our backs. Bicycle crunch. Bicycle crunch. So, 2 different ways to do this. I'm gonna start at the top. Hands on the head, just like the typical bicycle, bringing elbow to knee. The alternative here is just to release the hands, support the hips if you need to, lift the shoulder blades off the floor, and pedal. Just that circular, cyclical movement through the legs. That is the other alternative with this one. For those last few seconds, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Back on your feet. Back to those step backs. One more time through those 3. I'm going to talk about that bicycle just a little bit here during these 45 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and go. So, with that bicycle crunch, if you choose to do the option with the hands on the head, that's going to involve a little bit more of your obliques to help twist you as you bring that elbow to your knee. Whereas if you bring the arms just to the floor and just pedal your feet, that's going to be a little bit more abdominal, especially the lower abdominals and hip flexors, as your means of abdominal work. So one's going to be less intensive than the other, just because there's going to be more muscles that are being utilized to do the movement. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, nice job. All right, med ball slams, and then we get back to those bicycles. So feet set in that shoulder width stance, grab that imaginary ball, reach, and here we go. Slam, pick it up, slam, pick it up. Awesome. Make sure that your hips, as you slam that ball, are going down and back behind your heels so that way your foot is grounded through that mid to back portion of your foot. Even though this is a cardio exercise, we still want to facilitate good form during any kind of squatting format or squatting movement. Let's go, let's go. Last about 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. To the floor. Final exercise of the day. Man, these 30 minutes has went by pretty quickly in my opinion. Let's make these last 30 seconds count just as much as the first. Here we go. So again, if you want more of that whole entire abdominal core involvement, bring that elbow to the knee. If you want a little bit more of that lower ab, hip flexor work, just pedal, cycle the feet without that twisting motion. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Give yourself a hand. Well done. Well done. Let's come back on our feet and do just a few cool down exercises. We don't need to do much. All right. So just nice and slow. Just some nice big arm circles here. Once you've done a few in your first direction, go ahead, go the opposite direction. Excellent. All right, release or relax the arms. Quick forward fold here. We're gonna swing the arms up and then swing the arms back down, fold ourselves in half and hang. And then push through the ground, restack the vertebrae, come back to standing, and again, that overhead reach, and forward fold again. Hang for just a bit. And again, push through your heels, through the ground, to bring the body back up. And now let's go into the hip flexors. So just taking that step back into that comfortable split stance with both feet flat on the floor, squeeze the glutes, rotate, tip the hip bone. Some people say tip the hip bone back behind you. I have said to take the front portion of the pelvis, that front point, and tip it up to the ceiling. I've also used the bowl of water analogy for anyone that has maybe heard that one or have participated in my flex breaks. Let's go ahead and switch, and I'll explain that bowl of water for everyone who might be new here. So again, comfortable split stance, squeeze the glutes, rotate, or in this analogy, tip the bowl of water and spill the water back behind you. So I like to say that your hip bone is kind of in that shape of a bowl. And imagine you have water inside of that hip bowl. And in this this tilting motion, we want to tilt that bowl kind of back behind us and spill the water out towards our back foot. So that's how we get into that hip flexor stretch just a little bit more with that proper hip and glute setup. But that is it. Awesome job, everyone. Woo! I'm feeling pretty good after that one. I hope the same for you, Angie, Diane, and Nisa. I'm gonna say just one name. I wanna get your name correct. Let me know in chat. Nisa, yes or no? So, yes. Well, yeah, make sure you spend some time, as I do like to say during my conclusion. Awesome, Krista, thank you. Yeah, be sure to stretch multiple times throughout the day. I usually try to do it at least once, but then on a day that I'm exercising, I end up doing it essentially twice. One, kind of at the conclusion of the workout, and then, yes, Nisa, yes. But yeah, then later on in the day, just to make sure, especially that hip region, if you sit for long periods of time, those hip flexor muscles can tighten up, and then over time, you might have low back issues, some pain and whatnot. So making sure that your hips are strong and healthy and also somewhat limber is ideal. So awesome job, Alicia. Thanks for joining me today. Krista, Nisa, Diane, Angie, thank you. That is all I have for you today. Be sure to stay hydrated throughout the day, eat some good calories, some good protein, some good dense nutrients. And like I said, be sure to stretch at some point again throughout the day. But then, yeah, that's it for me. I'll hope to see you again next Wednesday for my next class. Until then, take care.